Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 13. Bury Me Here, reactions, and live chat. Whew, what an emotional roller coaster. That's all I can do. I just have to take that deep breath, that sigh. Checking out a little bit of the chat here. Who's giving me a hard time about being late? There is a countdown. If you guys look at the thumbnail when we do these videos over on the left, it'll give you a countdown like 2 minutes, a minute 30, minute 15. It'll never start before that countdown ends. Sometimes it will start a little bit after the countdown ends. I reserve the right to be late from time to time, but hardly ever early. So thank you guys so much for being here. I see the chat filling up. I'll go through a little bit of the ground rules, so just bear with me. And we usually do that while we've got people kind of coming in the door. I see some new faces already, so that is awesome stuff. Thanks, you guys tuning in. There is a picture of Morgan. We are going to talk about Morgan. We're going to talk about Carol. Oh man, we're going to talk about Ezekiel, what he did, what he didn't do, the moral dilemma of a lot of the different characters. And it's going to be, like we talked about earlier, it's going to be that gray area that we seem to get sucked into. And it's going to happen a little bit later on with a couple more characters as well. So thanks to all of you guys. I appreciate everybody popping in here. Your thoughts, your opinions, everything is greatly appreciated. This is how we do this. So it's not just my reaction. These videos are a combination of all of our subscribers' reactions. So if you're new here, if you type something, it's open season. A lot of times I will read your name. I'll give you credit for the comments. So when the video goes live tomorrow, 7, 8, 10, 15, 20,000 people watch it within the next week. So you are actually a part of the making of this video. So get some good thoughts, get some good comments. And Jason, anybody that types KYS in my chat, I'm just going to block you forever because that is just like the stupidest, most annoying thing that anybody can ever do. I hate doing that beginning of a video, but please, learn to grow up, man. And spamming on top of that. So, awesome episode. How about the emotion? We warned this was going to happen. And we said a lot of things, it's not just the actions that are going to happen, it's what people are going to say and how they're going to react to it. I saw, I know we're going to be torn between what Richard's dilemma was. I'm not disliking Richard at all. I guess, he had that moment where he should have told the people in the kingdom. And Morgan did do that last little check, like, did you tell him? Did you tell him? That was like the last 2 times that he was going to give Richard the opportunity. So leave your thoughts, leave your comments. If you guys could do me a favor, as people come in the door, take out Lucille and just walk over. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, that like button, and then just tap it one time. So if you guys could hit the like button, that would be greatly appreciated. And as always, once this video goes live, once we end the stream in 30 or 40 minutes, it will go live about 10 minutes after that. Maybe late for a lot of you guys. If it is, it is. But maybe tomorrow. Go over, leave a comment, especially if I miss your comments. There'll be a lot of chat, a lot of debate. And one thing I will ask you guys, with each other, just keep it professional with each other. I mean, we're all part of the same team here. So if you disagree with someone else, that's fine. But just, make your point in a fair and reasonable way. So thank you. So Angie Ann 3, we'll get it started right there. She says, yeah, I feel bad for Richard. I do too. And I feel bad for Benjamin. But everybody kind of had that moment. It's not clear cut. It's not quite so easy. You could see the disappointment in Richard's face that it wasn't him. I mean, he even said, it was supposed to be me. They said it was going to be me first. I don't know. Let's get another comment in here. Weird Walking Dead theories. Richard did say he would spend his whole life to make up for it. Yeah, well, his whole life was not even a full day. Let's see, what else we got here? Diane Estes says, I feel bad for Richard. He would have been an asset in the fight. Yeah, not only, hey, thanks for being here, DJ Flex. And I don't know if Stax is back on his alt account. I don't know what happened. He's not blocked on any of my stuff. So I went back and looked. But appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. Courtney Leanne says the saviors. Yeah, the saviors are. But did you guys feel a little bit of that? So let's get into, and keep in mind, don't make everything just black and white here. What were your thoughts about Gavin? Not heavy metal guy, Gavin. I'm going to just ask that question blank right now just to see what you guys thought. Because there's some things that I called on And I'm going to add my 2 cents here. I'm going to add my 10 cents. My 2 cents is free. A new cents. Who sent? You sent for me? All right, let's see what the crowd thinks about Gavin, and I'll give you my reaction. You know that moment where you have just enough kickstart that you got to get hyped up to do a live stream, but not too much that you want to be up till like 4 in the morning? Yeah, I'm kind of trying to balance that. All right. Alyssa Ballou says, I don't understand him. He's something else. Gavin is reasonable. Maboon. It was seeing... Gavin says, I kind of like him. Gavin is soft on them. I think he's Jared's dad. It would be a good call. Gavin is another Dwight. A little cooler in my book. Cooler because he yelled at Jared. Michael doesn't like Gavin. Gavin, one thing, he didn't understand the seriousness of, I guess, Benjamin's gunshot, for one. But secondly, he had all the saviors watching him, and even though they needed to help Benjamin, he had to make his point. So I understood that part of it. But then when they came back and he said, where's the kid? And he understands he still has a job to do. I'm not so convinced that Gavin would ever betray Negan, but I saw a little bit of human emotion in Gavin in a time that you don't see that in the Saviors a whole lot. So Rachel Lilly says, I don't think anyone wants to serve Negan anymore. It does look like he's losing the grip of a lot of his generals, doesn't it? Just not that passion where it... Gavin said something that kind of struck me like, you know, I need you to do this because I didn't sign on for this. I mean, you could tell he was starting to weaken a little bit. So, cool. We got a few new people here once again. Larma, I don't know what the RIP kill shot is. About half of the people in here, if you guys could hit the like button, that would be awesome. Let's get this thing up to 100 likes as quick as possible. We got twice as many people. Probably going to get a little bit busier in here in a little bit, 150, 200. And keep in mind, these are concurrent viewers. So by the time this video goes live in about 30 minutes, there'll be 12 to 1,500 people will have watched it. So throw your comments up there. I'll try to get as many people as I can, but there's no way that I'll be able to read 1,500 comments. So if I gloss over you, no worries. We'll catch you on the next one. I'll try to get to as many as I can. I do have some things that I wrote down that I want to address. But I am going to read a lot of your thoughts and your comments as well. So thank you guys for that. Appreciate that. So cool. Connor Beasley, coolest banana. Good to see you again, man. Lindsay Luke says Negan may be losing the grip of the Saviors because they're finally seeing how crazy he is. Yeah, you know, when you throw a doctor in a furnace, you got to be thinking, how long before it's me? And I think that's where they're starting to unravel a little bit. Dwight could use that to his advantage. You guys that want shout outs, instead of, I'll hit you guys a little bit later on, toward the end of the video. Yeah. Alexandria Bates says, lots of action next episode. I think so. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to Badlands coming on in between Walking Dead and Talking Dead. So we'll figure out the time. That's going to push our live stream back a little bit more, but we'll figure something out. Thanks, Larma. Appreciate that. Says good luck on the merchandise. Tan. Oh, man, I'm seeing a lot of people who haven't been here in a while. Appreciate it. Rosewood Apocalypse says, do you think Sasha or Rosita will end up as a wife of Negan to save their own life? Absolutely not. Huge conversation last week when, Sasha said to Rosita, we can't let them take us alive. And Rosita said, we both have a one-way ticket. Zero chance of that happening. There's a much bigger chance of one of them, Sasha, probably getting a hold of Negan's pills. And I think that's the graceful exit. She's not going to, I don't think, in her final episode that they're going to have her assaulted and go out that way. I think she's going to take Dirty Davy down, and then she's going to get pinned down, and bam, just end it for herself. And it'll be a lot of good conversation we're going to have around that all during the summer, all next season. Hey, what's up, Taps? Luke Palomides says, is Kingdom in the fight? They are. We saw at the end, Carol said, we got to get ready to fight. And he says, we do, but not today. They have to pay their respects to Benjamin. Ezekiel's on board. Negan will not take Sasha alive. Coolest Banana was gifted a jar of pickles. Don't even bring up the word pickles, because you're going to get Moody Girl started on something, and she's going to say, they're not pickles, they're cucumbers. But they're pickled cucumbers, which kind of makes them pickles. Emmy Bacon, I love the flashbacks when Morgan breaks. I don't trust Morgan's state of mind right now. He is a time bomb. So keep the questions coming. I will throw a couple of my notes out here that I got from the show. There were two things that were really obvious, even if you did not know the spoilers or watch the spoilers. One, Benjamin says to Carol, hey, we have a drop. I can skip it if you want to show me how to do it. And she's like, no. All right, there's death sentence number one. And Richard mentioned to Morgan when he's talking to him, he looks over at Ben and says, he's too young to be a father. So, knowing he has that responsibility taking care of his little brother, you know that because Richard, even comments like that, he makes comments, he's observant. He knows what Benjamin was going through. And I'm sure it crushed him. So let me ask everybody that's here right now a quick question. If you guys could answer honestly, I want to see where the crowd is. This is survey time. So it's a very, it's not going to be exact. I'm just looking at the comments and I'll give you guys a number that I think. Did Morgan do the right thing by killing Richard? And let me preface that by saying Richard might have been too out of control to lead. Richard did say, I'm going to lead us to that. So maybe Morgan saw that as a threat to Ezekiel's authority. So ultimately, was it the right thing to kill Richard? His state of mind after being responsible for Benjamin might actually help the overall battle. All right, so we got a few yeses. Wow, the first 5 or 6 people are absolutely. A couple no's in there. Lindsay Luke is like, yes, with about 1,000 exclamation points. That's serious. That's serious stuff there. Yes. A couple people no. So I would say right now, 85, 90% of the people are saying yes. And the correct answer is yes. And I'm going to tell you why. It was the right thing to kill Richard for a couple of reasons. Now, keep in mind, don't get anything twisted here. I like Richard. I sympathize with Richard. I don't blame Richard because Richard had a plan. The plan backfired. He was prepared to go. Hey, not every plan works. So all of those things are definitely true. But I also think it was the right thing for Morgan to kill Richard. And you're probably saying, like, wait, that's a little bit backwards. But it's really not. Because Richard felt bad for Benjamin, but then he got that look in his eye once again. when he was talking to Morgan. Morgan didn't say a word the whole episode, and then Richard is like, he does the crying mode, and it's genuine. But then something kicks in again, and it's like, somebody had to die. We can use this. We can use this. And he gets that. He's possessed by it again. And he has so much rage that 1964 Cats, you hit the nail on the head right there. He's a loose cannon. So he would have ended up causing conflict every time they went there for a drop. So what happened, whether Morgan meant to do that or not, indirectly, worked out like a charm, because Morgan was able to get up and say, you can trust us now. Every time you come here, you got a problem with this guy. Now you come here, you won't have any problems. It's going to get these saviors playing golf. It's going to get them off a high alert again. So, rest in peace, Richard. Going to miss you. And Richard had to die anyway. And I think Richard, he wanted to die. I mean, it was just a matter of time anyway. He already, dug the grave. The Richard, if Richard was of the right frame of mind, he would be a good soldier in all that war. He wasn't. He was a liability. I need Shanny D and a couple other people in house here. Where's Shanny D? Who is the person spying on Carol? That was Richard. You mean the person around the corner? So what happened is Carol semi-killed the walker, and then Richard finished it off with the shovel. And then Carol walked by and noticed it was gone, and then Richard goes around the corner and finishes digging his own grave. And I wonder what the significance is of if that was a spot, maybe behind a school, some type of significance to Richard wanted to be buried there. Let's see, Freya, Lily, and Raven. I do believe that Richard was thinking emotionally when it came to the Saviors. First, the threat of killing Carol, and then putting everyone at risk with his plan. And yeah, and you could tell that because he was willing to sacrifice Carol, and he wrote it off as, there's this loner up there, Daryl. I hope you don't know her, and he even said it. He said, I hoped you didn't know her. But at that point, he was like, but I don't care. It's for the greater good. And he saw himself as a soldier. Like, let somebody else die and then I'll be able to help out. And then his plan just got a little bit more twisted, and emotionally he just wasn't there. That's my reaction. That's my thought. Pretty prophetic statement with the Nabila, I guess was her name, the one that said she pissed herself. She also made the statement about the plants and the weevils and said it all grows back. And I think that in The Walking Dead, a lot of times where there's an ending, there's a beginning. So planting the flowers, that symbolic gesture that, okay, it's time to sort of fight. Ezekiel's not going to go through Rick remorse, sad face Rick. And we see that kind of, Carol is funny because she's, I wouldn't say bipolar, but I mean, she does work both ends of the emotional spectrum, and it's kind of odd because when Carol is in kill mode, she's actually baking cookies and she can be in nice mode at the same time. When she's not, she's distant. Like, she's short with kids, she doesn't want to be around anybody, just leave me alone. And you'd think that'd be the time she'd be more relaxed, she'd be able to open up. But yeah, Carol's a piece of work, and I am looking forward to seeing Carol get back into the game. Angus Johnson says, hey, Kills, when is Jared going to die? Not soon enough. It's funny that we talked earlier, and I asked a lot of you guys the question about Jared. And I said, let's look at that gray area. Is Jared a killer? Is he going to say something sarcastic? Is he going to do something kind of out of character? And we were kind of right, but it wasn't Jared, heavy metal guy. It was actually Gavin that pertained to. Because even when Gavin turned around and said, shut up, don't say anything, walk backwards, get over there, Jared kind of, I don't even call him Jared. Heavy metal guy just gave him that smirk, no remorse. Where Gavin, you could see he actually, he felt it. Tyler Johnson kills. How do you find the Walking Dead sneak peeks? Well, some are posted, and then sometimes you get them sent by people who are connected. So Moody Girl says she took Morgan's place so he would go completely insane. Yeah, they bounce their emotional roller coaster off of each other. Well, let me throw something out there. Somebody says, they killed Carol's character because of the senseless emotional and personality shifts. Hey, Vonda, how you doing? I learned something from the comic book, and just a couple quick plugs here. If you guys follow all of my stuff, I do comic book readings 3-4 times a week. So if you don't know the comic books, you don't have time to read them, get over there, watch 10-15 minutes. It'll catch you up really quickly. I'm up to issue 39. But one of the things Rick said actually, I think, will validate your comment. Well, not validate, maybe disprove your comment. In this apocalypse, when you kill at will, it can send you to a different place. Okay? So Carol, I'm not saying that I agree with it, because as fans, we want to watch and we want to say, just Carol, stay in character, go kill, go kill, go kill. Morgan, go do your thing, but don't go overboard with it. Rick said something in the comic book reading that I did and said, I'm going to ad-lib it a little bit, but it was like he has no emotion anymore. And he says, I could kill any one of these people here and not think twice about it if it meant saving you and Carl. He said that to Lori. And at the time, you got Dale, you got Tyrese, you got Herschel, you got Andrea. So Rick basically said, I could kill any of these people. So when you get blinded by it, you can take it overboard. So maybe it's was time for Carol to sort of got to take a step back every once in a while. Just a thought. All right, let's get a few comments. I'm going to call on a couple of you, and then I'll throw another question that's out there. So Stephen Finley says, I don't think they will take Morgan back to the extreme. I'm sure he will just evolve, stay the same, smart Morgan, but also understand that killing is a way of life, not become a mass murderer. I hope so. I hope you're right. I hope it goes down that way, and he's not affected by all the flashbacks and all the memories. He can keep it kind of under control. So let's hope he does that. So thank you. Angie in 3 says she's loving the comic book reads. Appreciate that. Deidre Perkins, kills. Do you think Carol got what she was looking for in a little house regarding her condo with Morgan? I think Carol is debriefed. She's fine for now. But I think the war is going to take the ultimate toll on her. And then she's going to realize she can't take a vacation for a month. She's going to have to get away. Like big time. We'll talk about that at the end of season 8. But Carol will be a bigger part, I think, going forward, which is kind of fun. It's always fun when you have your hired guns there. Cornelius, kills. What are they going to do with all the stuff like the weapons in Richard's RV or whatever it is in the bushes? Well, who knows about that? Just Daryl. So I guess nothing. Richard's RV will probably just stay there for now. Diane says, what did Ben say on the table? Ben said it was a line from the book. It was something along the lines of, if you hurt your enemy, your enemy hurts. Something like that. I got to go back and listen to it. It was from that book that Morgan had always told him about. It was something like your enemy hurts you before you hurt them. Yeah, he whispered it to him. But that was like, he said it multiple times. That was what Morgan was trying to teach him. And his last words. I'm in the middle of several conversations. Moody, Morgan knows too, doesn't he? I don't know what response that is to which question from before. Keep in mind, when I say something, it's on about a 20-second lag before you guys get it. So there will be multiple conversations going on at the same time. It's just how it rolls. Tanner Wallline. Kills, what's your favorite episode of the season so far? Episode number 1 is one of the best that I've ever seen. This one was good. There you go. Nikki S. says, you hurt your enemy, you hurt yourself. That's what he said. Miss Walking Dead says, I'm going to cry so hard when Sasha dies. Yeah, I got that feeling. That's where we get that Abe flashback. And there's not a confirmed spoiler yet. So let's keep this in mind. There will be confirmed spoilers very soon. But what we piece together at this point, and this is strictly theory, no confirmation 100%. Sasha, just quote me on it, and then if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Sasha will have time to die, and that's why I think she's going to take those pills Eugene made. And then why she's dying and they can't do anything, that's where the flashback of Abraham comes in. I mean, isn't that going to be touching? Because like she said, she's going to cry. Somebody's going to cry at the end of the season. I think it's just going to be, go out with a blaze of glory, bam, 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 and then she's surrounded by saviors, nowhere to go, walled in, and she's like, screw you, take these. And as she's fading away, because remember, Eugene made those things for a specific person, just to die peacefully. That gives Sasha that peaceful death, and while she's going into her slumber, just all those memories of Abraham, one more peace signal. And as Sasha dies, she holds up her hand, fading slowly, one last peace sign up to heaven. Da-da! There it is. All right, it's my prediction. Watch it, it'll happen. Nothing like that. Eugene will come in with Simon, and they'll just shoot her like 100 times, and you'll be like, "Hey, Kills, you were so wrong on that." It's fine. All right, let's get some more comments going. Good stuff. George Exa. I miss Fat Joey. Yeah. Sure you don't. Rosita and Killshots love. Miss me kills. Yes. Welcome back. I hope everything is, I hope all is well. It is, Josh. I mean, that's deep, right? See, when we're doing spoilers, we're also still thinking and trying to plan some of that stuff out. I should write this stuff. I should be a writer for Walking Dead. I'm going to submit my resume. Operation the Mysterio. There's nobody following her. I'm pretty sure that's Richard. I think he had a shovel too. Kills. Who do you think Sasha will bite? Not Rosita. Weird Walking Dead theories. Kills. How long will Eugene be Team Negan? I still think Eugene could sabotage something for All Out War. I think long enough to be a bigger contributor than we think. I think Eugene's smart. Taking out Negan doesn't necessarily kill the Saviors. It would probably expedite things. I look for Eugene to slow things down. I look for him to gain that confidence of Negan. You know, Negan will probably come over and say, like, sorry, Eugene, we're going to war and kill all your friends. And he'll probably, just give him something like, war is not the best possibility at this time. I think it would behoove us to wait until we have the necessary components to articulate a weapon of mass destruction or something like that. And then Negan's going to be like, okay, well, Dr. Smarty Pants, how long is that going to be? When the third moon comes out in the second week of July, then we will strike with a vengeance. Something. And then I'll slow him down, and then Negan can sabotage and then contribute to the bigger war and not just killing one or two people. Because Negan dies, Simon takes over. Simon dies, he might think Dwight's going to take over. So, just something like that. Behoove is the first thing that popped in my head there. It's going to be random. A lot of people here. Once again, let's do a quick update. One, you guys can get this thing up to 150 likes as quick as possible. If you haven't dragged a like button, you like what we do, get over, smack that like button. We got a very, very good network. So thank you guys. Muse, pleasure. Thank you for being here as well. We're going to run another 15 minutes or so. A couple things. Tomorrow night, we will probably do a live stream. It's not going to be Walking Dead related. It's going to be random things. Stay tuned for that. We'll talk about whatever's out there. Wednesday night, if you guys are not on board with that, Wednesday night we do Wednesday Walkers. We do talk spoilers. And then, of course, on Sundays when it really hits, like Sunday morning, Chill with Kills, a lot of gaming talk, a lot of stuff like that. Then we do Sunday spoilers. And, of course, this is the culmination of everything that we do. So a lot of things going on during the week. And just once again, a special thank you to all of you guys that are out there really marketing the 999 site. I get people that are just messaging me or they're on Kick and such told me about this, and I'm glad that we're part of this live stream. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all that you guys do. Believe me, it never goes unnoticed. And hopefully a lot of these conversations, the interaction, you guys can see really what we're all about here. Not just me, but there's people been in these streams for a long time that will comment and answer your questions, and sometimes you get to type it and I don't see it and somebody else will answer it. It's great stuff. So, yeah, the stream tomorrow will be a little bit different, but I'm sure some Walking Dead stuff will come out of it. So you guys... Whoa, I don't hear a loud beep. How long before Negan dies? A long time. Not even on the radar right now. Pudgy Pinecone. I don't know. Is there a song that would go along with tonight's episode? That's a hard one. If you had to put a song on tonight's dark episode, what would it be? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Like, I just died in your arms tonight. That's probably not a good, yeah. Because, Richard sort of died in Morgan's arms. I don't know. Tomorrow night we'll come up with something lyrical. Let's see. Lindsay Luke, do you think Gavin will tell Negan about killing Ben and he will get the iron? No, I think Gavin will tell Negan that, hey, we got all this under control. One of the guys, oh, look at that. Sound of Silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Yeah, you could go with that, I guess. Hey, I'm getting a lot of good Happy Together. I can't see me loving nobody but you. Like, I don't think that goes with it. A matter of trust, Billy Joel. Some lovers just rely on the heart. The core remains with what begins with a passion. Is that it? I don't know. I guess we could do Walking Dead karaoke. I'm just seeing like every song in here and thinking, I don't think any of those actually fit with the episode tonight. Yeah, let me think on that one. It was too last minute. Kills. Will Jared die? Music is always situational. And I think we did a stream maybe 2 months ago. We'll get back to Walking Dead in a minute. Just a little sidebar. I could save this for random things tomorrow night. Actually, you know what? That's a great topic for random things. Music situations. That'll be something that we will discuss. Like the first time you hear a song, and if you hear a song and you're thinking a certain thing, or you see a certain thing, that song has a particular meaning, but it can mean the exact opposite. And the one that pops in my mind really quickly is Vanilla Sky. If you guys have not watched a clip, go on YouTube once the stream is over. Don't go now because it's going to cut our video short. But go watch Good Vibrations, Vanilla Sky. And first of all, before you do that, I want you to sing the song Good Vibrations, Sunkist commercial or whatever. And it makes you feel happy because you see people drinking Sunkist and they're, I'm thinking of good vibrations. It's kind of, it's a happy, cheery song. But then go watch Vanilla Sky and play Good Vibrations and it'll totally freak you out. That song will become dark and sinister. So, yeah, that'll be something we talk about. All right, anyway, just a little side note. Legit Boss wants to know, please answer this, Kills. Who is the next Lucille victim in your opinion? Honestly, Shiva. I hate it. I hate to say it. I think they're going to blow television out of the water with that one. I just think there's going to be a whole lot of kills that are non-Lucille victims. And I think that Shiva's going to take out some saviors. They're going to weaken her. And I think Negan's going to have the finishing blow. Oh, no. We got to see more Shiva. I mean, I would write it that way. I would write things for The Walking Dead that emotionally move you and are just not predictable. And who would not, I think they need to get a little closer to some of the characters. And that's why they sort of need to bring everybody back so you get a chance. Like, I felt emotional, with Benjamin and Richard. But if I would have gotten to see them more, I would have been more attached to them. And because this season is so spread out between Oceanside and Scavengers and Saviors and Alexandria, you didn't get that full connection. It didn't hit the audience the way it could have hit the audience. That's what I think. What's up, Six-Eyed Sports? Thanks for popping in. Fly Like an Eagle, Steve Miller Band by Tyler Johnson. We'll do some of that tomorrow. We got people that are all about The Walking Dead, so I'm gonna try to keep it as somewhat focused as we can, because you guys will pull me off topic. And we got another maybe 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. You're on. On. I woke up around 10 o'clock in the morning. I gave myself a stretch, a morning yawn, and who is excited Carol is back from Sugar Magnolia? I am. I am excited about that. And I think a few people are. Let's do it. Let's take a quick poll, quick survey. No, actually, let's not do that one. That's like 99% everybody's excited to see Carol back. Here, I do not know 100% next week, but I did see the sneak peek. Quick poll for all of you guys, quick survey. So scratch the other one. Will Gregory try to turn in either Maggie or Daryl this coming week, like he tried to do last time? Is Gregory going to try to betray the Hilltop people and turn over Daryl or Maggie? And this will be our last survey of the night. And we're getting our yes, he's a snake. Both. Yes, 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 Daryl. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, so this one, I guess, is as much of a loaded question as the last one. But you know what? It would be the ultimate psych job if he didn't. You know, just as soon as they got us thinking, Gregory, we hate him. Hey, Owen Ware. Your comment is racist, and if you will never come in my channel ever again, that would be greatly appreciated. I mean, just don't. Your stupidity is only surpassed by the fact that you are doing this in a public forum. Unbelievable. There's still people like that. All right, moving on. Let's see. Kills. How come these saviors are rot? Simon's Group Hilltop saviors aren't in the sanctuary. They're out doing stuff. You know, we don't know how many outposts they have and how many of these small groups. I guess the thought concept is that there are a lot of groups out there. I mean, even Michonne, also known as Michonne, it's not about us anymore. I mean, she said that, you know, what's next after we kill Negan, after we do these things, and there's all these different groups out there. So Rick and Michonne think that now they met the scavengers, there's more people. So there are these little pockets of people, some taking advantage of others, some scavenging to stay alive. So who knows? I think that they go out and they find some of these people and just start to rebuild it. He's gone. He's gone. Operation He Kills. I get a feeling someone will catch up with Heavy Metal Savior before he reaches Sanctuary. All right. Moody Girl, thank you for being here. And guys, girls, everybody, we got another 2 minutes or so. So we'll take a few more questions. We try to keep these late reaction videos at about 45 minutes and sort of digest. So a couple more questions I want to get to. Stephen Finley says, doesn't Rick and company pair up with the Saviors and company defeat? Yeah, that's going to be a hard sell right now. The writers have to do a lot of work to get us back on accepting Negan. I know he's charming, but charming and what we went through, I don't feel the emotional attachment yet in the comics. I might, that I do with some of the people on the TV show. I mean, Glenn and Abraham, they were easy to like. We better see Carl very soon. We definitely will see Carl at the end. He and Enid go on a little adventure. You know, Cage, Heath, Sherry. I'm sure we will see Heath again. I don't think we'll ever see Sherry again. Steve Huffman, hey Kills, love the show. Thank you. And let's see, a few people. All right, Mr. Fire. We are at 1 minute to go. So really quickly, just like I said before, a couple announcements. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. Slap the like button on the way. This video will go live in about 10 or 15 minutes. If I did not answer your questions, there was so much streaming tonight. I appreciate it. Then get over there, leave a comment. Once the video goes live, as I said before, 12, 13, 1,400 people are ready. By tomorrow morning, 5, 6, 7,000 people are going to watch this. So you guys are part of this creation. Thank you so much. As always, is customary at the end of almost every video I do, especially live streams, the video kind of ends right now, but I'm just going to say thank you to a whole lot of you guys. So if you ever watch one of my videos as live stream and I get to that point, you can probably leave unless you want to hear your name, but it's just something I love to do, just to say thank you to everybody that's here. A lot of questions we missed. Go over there when the video is live. Leave your questions because we'll all talk about it. Thank you. Tyler Johnson wants a popsicle shout out. So it's like a popsicle on a hot summer day. Thank you, Weird Walking Dead Theories. Sugar Magnolia, you're right. She is. Thank you for that. ETZ Mom, thank you for being here. A. Ray, appreciate it. Lindsay Luke, thank you. Carol McFry, appreciate you being here. Pudgy Pinecone. I will say Coral. Go with me, Sean. Plucoon. I think I got it. Chase Kaplan, John, shout out. Faceless Jack, what's up, Axis? Sheldon Arthur, what's her face? Israel Marion, Sharon Jackson, I am for real. Salem Blue, it's Jess. Joshua Fett, what's up, my boon? And the screen just goes wild right now. You guys see what's going on, right? Raymond, Bethany Castillo, thank you. Andrew Vasquez, Laura Brown, the King. And, you know, tonight's episode was very focused on the kingdom, so it went by fast. Didn't seem like a lot was happening, but it was. Angie and 3, thank you for being here. Who else we got? Paul Phillips, Mashing Monsters, Trevor Hodge, Black Ice. Careful with that. It's going to snow soon. Watch out for black ice. Don't text and drive. You guys know Chris Hartwick says that. Actually, you know what? That'll be my saying. Instead of saying don't text and drive, I'm going to say watch out for black ice because you could slip. Alexandria Bates, thank you for being here. Lee Jackson, what's up? Mad Dog 2020. Bree Thompson, thank you. Glad you found the stream. Appreciate it. Cade Smith, what up? I do remember you. I remember all of you guys. John O2C. Diane Estes, thank you so much. Nikki S. I can say hi to your hubby Keegan. Nikki S. and Keegan in the house. What's up? Rebecca from Texas, thank you. Love you too. Appreciate you being here. Shadow Blade. J. Will. Kathy Joe, how you doing? Or just CJ. What's up, CJ? I already got to remember that. Remind me one more time and I'll remember it. John, we'll just call you JJ. What's up, JJ? Stephen Finley in Greenville, South Carolina, home of Bob Jones University. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Six Side Sports, thank you for being here. Seth Morgan, once again, special shout out to you. Appreciate you putting some good words out there and getting all your Facebook people to come over here and check out the stream. You got it. Julio Caesar. Wow. We have got I think I did like 200 shout outs tonight. Lindsay Luke, I might have missed you a little bit earlier, but it was not intentional. Thank you. Appreciate all your contribution to the stream. And if I did miss anybody else, I apologize. Lisa G, thank you. I will send you a kick response soon when I get a chance to check my phone. Awesome stuff. All right, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it once again. Talk to you later. Peace.